everyone. Alright, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about reflections and translations in this video, and we actually already began. We did discuss a reflection part together in the class. So when we are reflecting over x-axis, which is this horizontal line, one thing to remember is once we have the original shape and the coordinates of each one of the points, we have to find the new coordinates for the reflection shape. In order to do that, the only thing you have to change is variable y. And how does it change? You multiply by -1 every single number from y coordinate. So when you multiply those by -1, all of your y will change, in this case, to positive, and x coordinates stays the same. Reflection over y-axis is the opposite of that. So once you have the original shape and the coordinates of it, then you gotta multiply all x coordinates by -1. So instead of y coordinates, now we multiply x coordinates by -1. We change them to the opposite, and we keep y coordinates the same. Once you have the points of the new shape, your job will be just to plot them back to the graph, and that will give you image of both original and reflection shape. So translation part is when we have given, so for example number 3 here, it says translate the figure 3 units to the right and 2 units down. So when you're going to the right, you're moving this direction. When you move this direction, all positive numbers are to the right. So since it says 3 units to the right, then, and this is x, because the movement left and right stays for x axis, so I'm using x variable plus 3 units to the right. Then y variable, it says 2 units down. So y-axis is when you move up and down. That's how I know this is y variable. And because it's 2 units down, you're going down to the negative numbers. So you're writing y minus 2. You have to set up your form of the coordinates first. Once you have your official form, then you can use this form to do the calculations and find the points of the new shape. So let's take a look down here. We have given that y, m, q, and t are the points of the old coordinates of the original shape. The question is, how do we get the new coordinates for the new shape? And we're going to use the rule that we just wrote down. This is the rule I'm going to use. So I will put here x plus 3 and y minus 2. Once I have the official rule, then my job will be to substitute x and y variable for the first point up here to calculate what will be my transition new coordinate. So let's substitute. X is -3 and I have plus 3, and then y is just 3, and then we have -2. So to write the first coordinates, -3 plus 3 will give me 0 here, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So 0 and 1 will be the first point on the graph of the new shape. Second point, I will write x is again x and y, so x is -3 plus 3 here, and y is 2 minus 2. So the second point, -3 plus 3 is 0, 2 minus 2 is also 0, so my second point will be exactly at the origin. Next point, we have x is -2 plus 3, it comes from the rule, and then we have 0 minus 2. So the coordinates -2 plus 3 will be 1, 0 minus 2 is -2. Then I have 0 plus 3 for the last one, and also y, which is 0 minus 2. So the last coordinate 0 plus 3 is 3, and 0 minus 2 is -2. Those are my new coordinates of the new look of the shape. And I will plot the points, beginning with the first one, 0 and 1. So 0 for x, 1 for y. We're plotting the point over here. Then we have 0 and 0. Then we have 1 and negative 2. Then we have 3 and negative 2. So if I connect all those points, this is what the image is gonna look like. So the new image that was translate 3 units to the right and 2 units down, the new location will be right there. And with this, we will be done with the first example. So that is when we're doing translation, you just need to figure out the rule. Once you have the rule, you substitute the coordinates and solve the examples. Let's take a look of another example. So next example, it says translate 3 units down and 4 units to the right. So what will be my rule here? 3 units down stays for y-axis and 4 units right stays for x-axis. That's the first thing you gotta figure out. So movement left to right is x, up and down is y. So for x I will put x, 4 units to the right means plus 4, and for y will be y, 3 units down means minus 3. That will be the rule, and we're gonna apply this rule right here to calculate and find the new coordinates of the shape. So based on the rule, x is negative 4 and then plus 4, and y is 2 minus 3. So that will give me new coordinate for x 0. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Next coordinate, x is 0 plus 4 and y is 3 minus 3. So I will have 4 and 0. And the last one, x is negative 4 plus 4 from here, and y is 0 minus 3. So that will be 0 and negative 3. My new coordinates are those. Let's go ahead and plot the points and see what the shape is going to look like after the translation part. So 0 and negative 1 will be, first point is right here, that's w prime. Then we have 4 and 0, which is right here. This is e prime. 0 and negative 3 is this one, g prime. Okay, we'll connect those. And looks like this is the new location of the shape. And if you read the direction, we just translate this triangle 3 units down, 4 units to the right. Awesome. So pretty much those are the examples. I'm gonna show you just one more, and that one will be number 7, for example. So if you have given 2 images on the graph already and they're asking you to explain the translation in your own words, then you have to pick a point. And you're gonna have to explain how this point changes. So let's say we will focus on Q point. Q point, the coordinates here, the original starts over here. Then Q point moves all the way up through y coordinate, and it moves 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So you can tell that Q point moves or translates, in other words, translates, and we said 4 units up. And does it translate left or to the right? It looks like it doesn't move. It stays exactly in the same position, doesn't go any more or any other place to the left or to the right. So in this case, x will be just 0, would not move. So your rule for that will be, or the exponential of this will be, Q point moves or translates 4 units up. That's all, or the whole shape actually, it translates 4 units up. If you check every single point, M goes 4 units up, U goes 4 units up, I goes 4 units up, and Q. So basically this image, it's just going moving from, let's say, from the ground, it goes up to through Y axis. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this video with those few examples that we just completed. Hopefully that will be helpful when you are working on your own, and let me know if you have questions. We'll discuss that during class time. Thank you for watching the video.